Hello and welcome to the table. I'm your host Teen Wolf, and today it is going to be another gameplay video. Domain control versus, what are you playing today, Rod Guy?
Citizens.
Citizens? Huh.
No?
Interesting. I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen a Citizen deck at all. I mean, I've seen you play that deck a couple times, but other than that, never really actually seen it played. But, who knows? Maybe the deck will deal some damage to me. But who knows? Who knows what that domain deck can do? I actually have no clue what that deck can do yet. But I expect it to do some really broken and just crazy stuff. I mean, it's a control deck. What else could it do? It's supposed to be stupid and combo-y. Now, what colors is this Citizen deck of yours?
Citizen deck is white, blue, and green.
Ooh, so, band, or, yeah, Spara, or,
so
brokers.
I've got some removal, and I've got a lot of stuff that gets out fast, and Citizens work off. It's basically a Gallagreater's version of an elf deck.
So it's elves except Citizens instead of elves, and it's, got white in it, and blue.
Yeah,
Instead
there's
of
some white,
red and black.
Yeah, there's Citizens of all colors, and I mean it's built to go fast because I know your deck's going to be scary, and I'm trying to get stuff out fast. And honestly, you know, get another deck for people to see. May not
Just
be
something kind of unique,
completely awesome and ready, but he puts together these ridiculous decks. I'm trying to at least have decks that are fun. You don't have to always play ridiculous decks. You can play my fun decks against other fun decks and these stupid removal ridiculous decks. But I think I can hang with them, and I think maybe I can get them a game or two. Probably not. But
No.
at least it'll be fun. And
it'll be fun, for
I
sure.
enjoy the Citizen deck. I think it's cool. You can have fun with it. So
You can see it pop off. I guarantee it'll do something crazy. I mean, it's a Citizen deck. It's a standard version of elves, basically. It's not the best, but I think it'll still probably do some work.
yeah, remember you said it. Key. We only have so many cards.
We only have so many
whether
cards.
Whether he agrees or disagrees, I let him have the cards he wants. This is his game, his deal, and but he likes to
control stuff.
To control and be mean. Yeah, I guess that's because he's the kid, and I generally control. I'm not mean though, but so I like the Citizen.
I like being in a powerful position.
I like to put lots of stuff out and have fun. So.
All right, so with that, let us get into the gameplay. We hope you enjoy it. All right, you won the dice roll, so you will be going first, so let's get into it.
Okay. I will play Botanical Plaza and pass.
All right, I will draw, play Raffing's Tower, comes in tapped, and pass.
Is that the right direction? So
yeah, it's fine. I mean, like, more like close. It doesn't really matter too much.
Okay. You passed?
Yep.
Draw. I'll put down an island.
Okay.
And tap. And I will tap 2 and put down Gallagreaters.
Okay, and that it?
That'll do it.
Alright, I will draw. I will play a Jetmir's Garden, and I will pass.
Okay, I will draw. I will untap. I will put down another Botanical Plaza tapped. I will tap 2. So
Okay.
this one's tapped 2, so I'm just going to move this over here. To play Backup Agent.
Okay.
Backup Agent enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on target creature.
And when another creature enters, that does something.
I can either do a 1/1 or create a
treasure or gain 2.
I'm gonna go with another 1/1. So this is a
3/3.
3/3, and I will swing.
Okay, I take 3 and go to 17. And that it?
Yes, I pass.
Alright, I will untap and draw. I'll play a Xander's Lounge, tapped, and I will pass.
Okay, I will untap and draw. I will play Forest for turn. Untap.
Okay.
Then I will put down.
You will put down.
What do you have out? Just mana?
I just have lands out. I have 2 mana open.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna tap 3 different colors here, so this works. Right?
A white,
No,
a green.
a white, a green. So I need to do these 3. The Grella, the Magpie.
Okay. And
this
when
one
that
is
enters, I assume
Yes.
another counter on Gala.
Gala Greeters.
Okay.
And
Swing with Gala and back up.
I'm gonna swing with just
Just the Gala greeters.
I'll swing with both.
Alright, I'll tap a blue with Rathine's Tower to play Rona's Vortex and bounce that back to hand.
Okay.
And I will take 1 damage. And is that it?
Yep.
Yeah. And I will untap and draw. I will tap 3, kicking it, to play a Sprouting Goblin, searching my library for a Zeatora's Proving Ground, put it into my hand and shuffle, and I'm just going to play that as my land for turn. And... oh, wait, no, there's a Zeatora's Proving Ground on the bottom, but it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to put it into play tapped, because I'll just play that as my land for turn. And then with that, I will pass.
Okay.
Here you go.
Untap. Untap. Draw. Okay. I'll tap 2. Put
Replay
down
Gala.
Gala Greeters.
Yep.
I will then tap 2 more to play another backup agent.
Okay, so put 2 counters there, I assume.
Yep, I got it.
Okay.
And
Do you want to attack with the 2/3 versus
And I
my
will-
2/2?
and I will swing with Lagrella.
Alright, I'll block with Sprouting Goblin.
Okay.
And is that it?
Yep.
And I will draw. I will play a Zeator's Proving Ground as my land for turn. And I'll tap 4. I need 2 black here, but I got 3 black sources, so it doesn't really matter. And I will play Drag to the bottom. Since I control all basic land types, all creatures get -6/-6 until the end of turn.
Wow.
So
That's a nasty card.
bye-bye to your board.
Yeah. Jeez. I once again don't like Teen Wolf right now.
Do you ever like me, though?
Oh yeah, all the time.
I don't think that's true, but,
What?
yeah,
Oh,
I
no,
pass.
that wasn't very nice. Okay.
I hurt Rye Guy's feelings. I feel
I will
bad
draw.
now.
I will tap 5.
Okay.
I will put down Elsbeth.
Okay. And
I
plus
will immediately.
1.
Huh?
Are you gonna minus her?
Yeah. Why could I +1? I don't have any creatures.
And you can still plus 1, but yeah, I guess that's true. Minus her.
I'm going to -3 and look at the top 7 cards of my library. You may put a permanent card with mana value 3 or less from among them onto the battlefield with a shield counter on it.
Okay, so it goes down to 2 loyalty.
7.
Do you reveal the top 7 or just look?
I don't think I.
You just look.
Yeah. And then I put them. Do they go in my graveyard or in the
They go at the bottom.
of the library, right?
Yeah, they go on the bottom of the library in a random order.
Well, that didn't work out.
None.
Well, I got 6 mana into the 7. But it's 3 or less, right?
Yeah. A permanent card.
It's a permanent 3 or less with a shield counter, correct?
And you can technically put a land in if you want, with a shield counter on it.
Let's have 7 cards at 3 or less. I can?
Well, lands are permanents. And is the other card, the 7th card, is it a permanent?
There's only 1 card 3 or less, and it's not really what isn't going to help me at all right now.
I mean, do you want to put that in or a land?
No, I think I want to do a land.
Okay. So put a land into play, untapped. -3 a planeswalker to get a land.
Well,
that sucks.
It does, but
And doesn't really matter what order you put them in, but yeah. And you got 2 cards left in hand.
I do.
All right. And I will untap and draw, and I will play an island as my land for turn. And I think, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6? Oh. Wait a minute. Actually, do I want to do that instead? Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to tap 6 to play the Kami War, and I will exile your Elspeth on the first chapter.
And the next one, you can return a creature card to my
You can.
hand.
I return a non-land permanent to your hand, and then you discard a card.
And what is that?
It's Enchantment Saga. So Elspeth will get exiled,
Okay.
and next turn I'm gonna bounce a non-land permanent back to your hand, and then you have to discard a card.
My turn?
Yep, I pass.
All right. I'll draw. I will tap 6.
Okay.
I will play Cleanup Crew, and I will exile, or I will destroy target enchantment.
Okay. Kami War dies.
And
That it?
that's it. I pass.
Alright, I draw. I untap. I have 6 mana. Yes. Alright, I will play a Spara's Headquarters. Comes in tapped. And I will tap 5 mana. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leaving up Raffine's Tower for mana. To play a Sphinx of Clear Skies. 5/5 flying with Ward 2. And whenever it deals combat damage to a player, I look at the top X cards from my library, where X is the number of basic land types among lands I control.
What's the ward 2
And then,
again that's going to have to deal with?
You have to pay an additional 2 mana in order to target it with a spell or ability.
Okay.
And so once I look at the top 5 cards in this case, when it deals damage, an opponent separates those 5 cards into 2 piles. I choose one of them, put them into my hand, and then the other pile goes into my graveyard.
Okay.
And I pass.
Untap.
You have 3 cards in hand, correct?
Yes. I will tap 6.
to...
Sanctuary Warden.
Oh.
5/5 flyer with 2 shield counters on it.
We have 2 shield counters on it. That's not good. Okay.
And whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, you may remove a
counter
from a creature planeswalker, and 1 more green, blah blah blah.
Okay, so
and
you're going to attack for
swing
6.
for 6.
All right, I take 6 and go to 10, and then I will untap and draw for turn, and I'll play a land. This makes decisions much easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? Well, okay. First, I'll tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana, leaving up those 2, right? Right. To play a second Kami War, and I will exile your... do I want the cleanup crew or the...
Well, I thought it was a shield counter.
I know. Whenever it deals damage or is destroyed, exile gets around that because it's not destroying it or dealing damage to it. So, yeah, I'm gonna exile that. And then I will attack you with Sphinx for 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. You can wait. Do I get to look at them? No, so I reveal them. You separate the cards into 2 piles, and then I pick one of those piles. So 2 lands, a bounce spell, and then the other cards go into my graveyard.
Okay.
Okay, I am going to take the pile with the binding, and this pile will go into my
I
graveyard.
didn't know if you'd do that because that's why I did it with 2 lands, because you already have so many lands.
And I'll play Spar's Headquarters as my land for turn, and then I will pass. Lands, and what else are you gonna do?
Then I've got plenty here. I'll just leave like, those 2. And I'll tap 5
To
and
play those 2.
Disciplined Duelist. It's double strike, and it comes in with a shield counter.
Okay. And that's a 1/3 flyer, okay.
Yeah.
And you're going to attack.
Of course I am. I will swing for 6.
Tap Raffine's Tower for a white, Leyline Binding for a single white mana, and exile Cleanup Crew until Leyline Binding goes away.
Nothing I could do. I tried to get rid of it. I knew that's what was going to happen. That's why I swung.
I was like, if you put Leyline Binding and Her Migration in the same pile, I'd be the happiest man alive, but sadly I couldn't get my Herd Migration, but I needed that Leyline Binding bad. And, that it?
Yep.
Alright. I will, at the end of your turn, I'll tap a blue to, well, no. I'll just untap and draw. Alright. And what I'm gonna do is, Kami War will trigger. I'll bounce Disciplined, well, wait, no. I'll bounce Ledger Shredder back to your hand.
Okay.
And then you discard a card, so Ledger Shredder basically just goes into the bin. And then I'll attack you with Sphinx of Clear Skies for 5, and you have no blocks, so you go to 10.
Okay.
And we do the same thing as last turn. 5 mana, 5 cards. Alright,
There you go.
these go in the bin. This goes to hand.
Yeah, well, so I figured that. I knew you were going to keep that no matter what, so.
I'll play a Swamp as my land for turn, and do I have 9 mana?
Shit,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 mana, so close enough. I'll tap 9, leaving Raffing's Tower behind to play a second Sphinx of Clear Skies and Arona's Vortex kicked, so that goes on the bottom of your library. And then with that, I will pass the turn.
Okay. So I got nothing on the anywhere and no cards, and I'll probably draw a mana, so I'll just pass more than likely. Ain't good, but tap 4. Pass.
Alright, I'll untap, draw, attack you with the Sphinx of Clear Skies for lethal, and good game.
Good game.
That was incredible.
Horrifying. You got everything you needed.
I mean,
I started out
this
all
deck
right. You
churns
just
through
killed
a lot.
everything. You just killed everything. I had some good cards, but I couldn't do anything. Those,
Sphinx of Clear Skies.
well, that if you don't draw those, I win the game.
Yeah, I was thinking, I
mean,
only have two Kami
meant-
Wars in the
but
deck,
you got-
but this card's
but
way
I
better
had-
than I thought.
But I had a 6/6 flyer to deal with it, cleanup crew to deal with it. But that
Kami
got me.
War, Leyline Binding.
How many
These
of
are
those?
two.
How many of those do you have?
Four copies of each of these.
Right.
They're fantastic in this deck.
Yeah, they are.
But with that, let's get into the second game where you will be going first this time around. Right, so you lost the last game, so you will be going first, and let us get into it.
All right. Skybridge Towers tapped. Pass.
All right, I will draw. I'll play Swamp, and I will pass.
Okay.
What are the chances?
Untap. Draw. I will tap an island.
Play an island, tap to play.
Ledger Shredder.
Okay, and that it?
Yep.
Alright, I will draw. I'll play a forest, and I will pass.
Untap. Draw. I will play another botanical.
Okay, and
I will tap
2.
2 to play Human Citizen.
Okay, you'll play that. I assume put a counter.
And
Okay.
swing for 2 in the air.
And I take 2. And is that it?
Yep.
Alright, and I'll draw. Raffing's Tower comes in tapped, and I'll pass.
Okay. Untap. I'll draw. I will play blue, white, green. We'll play a broker's hideout. Search.
Okay.
I'm gonna search for a forest.
Okay, getting a life, go to 21. And, yeah. And you put that into play tapped, correct?
Yes. Okay, you wanna cut?
And you're going to attack me for 2.
I haven't even played.
Oh, you haven't played something.
And I will tap 2
Okay.
to play Gallagrators.
Alright, and is that it?
And
Swing for 3. 2, 3.
yes, 3.
Okay, and I take 3 and go to 15, and then that it?
Yep.
Alright, untap, draw, and I will play a swamp as my land for turn, and then I will pass the turn.
Untap. Draw. One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay,
I will tap 5 and put down Elsbeth.
okay,
Untap, untap. And I will +1 it.
alright,
Choose up to 1 target creature to put a 1/1 counter and a counter from either flying, first strike, or lifelink.
okay, so that gets a counter, I assume.
I already had one, right?
Yeah, I'd already had 1 counter, so you're gonna put a second on it, or do you want to put a counter on
I
something
want to
else?
put a counter on Gallagreater and make it flying.
Okay, so you got a 2/3 of flying, a 2/2 of flying, and then 1/1. Correct?
Yep. And this is
And-
up to 6.
And you'll swing.
Yes.
Alright, well, in response, I'll tap 3, kicking it for a green to play Joint Exploration. So I scry 2, then draw 1, and then I may put a land card from my hand onto the battlefield. And I'll put a forest into play. And then, yeah, I'm going to take 5 and go to 10.
Okay.
And is that it?
Yep.
Alright, I will untap
Cool.
and draw.
Well, I was swinging with this one too.
Yeah, I know. I took the damage from that. Teen Wolf.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, Teen Wolf. Sorry.
Alright, and I will. I'll tap 1, 2, 3, 4 mana to play. Well, wait. I'll keep Raffine's Tower untapped. So tap 4 to play a drag to the bottom. So all your creatures die.
Every time.
Every time.
Is this considered a creature?
That is not a creature.
Didn't
The
think so.
planeswalkers aren't creatures. Okay, and
Pass.
yep, that is it. Pass.
Okay. So, 2 green, right? Yeah, 2 green. So I can do this. I'll tap 5.
Okay.
I'll put down Disciplined Duelist. Comes in with a shield counter on it. 2/1
Okay.
double strike. And Civic Gardener.
Okay.
I will then plus
Plus.
1.
So go up to 7.
And
Give that a 1/1 and flying, I assume.
yes.
Okay. So it is a 3/2 with double strike, flying, and a shield counter on it, and that.
Okay.
All right. And you get a pass.
Yep.
All right. I will draw. I'll play. Dang it. I'll play an Ottawa or Soaring City as my land for turn, and then I'll tap 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll play a Leyline by. Well, wait. Keep that untapped. I'll play. Actually, wait a minute. Five. I will pass.
Okay. I will tap 3. down Lagrella the Magpie.
Okay.
I will then plus
Plus.
1 and flying on this one.
Okay, before that happens, leyline binding on your Elspeth. Wait. No, I'll do it on your disciplined duelist. And then I'll tap 4. Or, yeah, 4, kicking it. Rona's Vortex. That goes on the bottom of your deck.
Before I plus 1?
Yeah,
Before
before
any
you
of the
plus
abilities?
1. Yeah. Before all the stuff happened.
Okay.
And then you're going to
Swing
attack
for
for
2.
2. Alright, I take 2 and go to 8. And you get a pass.
Yeah.
Alright, I will untap and draw. And Spar's Headquarters comes into play tapped. And I will tap 2 to play a Shigeki Jukai Visionary. I can pay 2, tap it, return it to my hand, reveal the top 4 cards of my library, put a land card from them onto the battlefield tapped, and the rest into my graveyard. And I can pay double X and double green to discard it and return X non-legendary cards from my graveyard to my hand.
Okay.
And then I will pass.
Okay.
So I have a 1-3 to block your 2-3 and 2-2. So no good attacks now.
So I will tap 1 blue to play Witness Protection.
Okay, in response, I'll pay 2, bounce it back to hand.
Okay.
And then I reveal the top 4, put a land from them on them onto the battlefield tapped. And there's only one. Raphine's Tower comes into play tapped, and these 3 go into the graveyard. And yeah.
Okay. Well,
So
I'm
Witness
still,
Protection
you
just
bounced it back.
fizzles.
Oh, it just goes.
No, it just goes into the bin.
Oh, I thought you said back to hand.
No, I bounce my Shigeki back to
okay.
hand.
So then I will tap 3.
Okay.
And so you don't have any.
No creatures.
Okay. I'll tap 3.
Broker's Ascendancy.
Play Broker's Ascendancy.
Fantastic.
And then I will swing for 4.
Okay, I take 4 and go to 4. And that it.
And then now a 1/1 counter.
On all your creatures at the end of turn. Okay. And then I will draw. And 1, 2, 3, 4. To play drag to the bottom. Wipe those creatures away. And sorry.
Well, I got him to 4.
I did not mean to do that.
It's okay. I got him to 4. It's like if I could actually beat this deck once, I'd
And then
probably get on a plane and go to Vegas.
tap 2, play Shigeki. And then I'll pass. Gosh dang it.
I'm leaving on a jet plane. All right. I will play Darling of the Masses, tapping all but 1.
Okay.
And I will go to my end step and give it a
+1/+1 counter.
3/5.
Okay, and is that it?
That's it.
Alright, I will untap. And actually, wait, at the end of your turn, I think I'm going to tap to bounce this back to hand, reveal the top 4.
By the way, when I play this next time
Hey,
when I play
Zeator's
this deck
Proving
from now on, I
Ground.
think I should get to play with 10 cards.
No. Alright. Untap and draw. I'll play an island. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Dang it. I'll tap. Wait, I need. Dang. I'm 1 off. Okay. I'll tap all but 1 green to play another. I'll replay Shigeki, and I'll play Herd Migration, and make 5 3/3 beasts.
Not with haste, though.
Not with haste, sadly.
Okay.
And I will pass.
Okay. I know the card that I need to draw. course. Of course.
Tapped land.
So I'll end step, and
So no attacks from you.
I don't have any cards.
That's fair.
I
Okay.
mean, I can't attack when you've got 5 3/3s, right? A 1/3. What do you got? Hold
I
on.
have a 1/3 and 5 3/3s.
Well,
I
this
can
is-
just block with one beast.
Well, then you can't. Then you can only attack with 4 though.
Yeah.
Well, no, I can just block it. I can block.
Yeah.
Block. Let's just stick this way.
Alright, I'll untap and draw for turn. I'll play a Raffine's Tower, it comes into play tapped. I'll tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tap. Okay, I need to blue, red, black, white, green. Wait. Blue, red, black, white, green, and 1. For a Kami War. And I will exile Broker's Ascendancy.
Okay.
And then I will tap 2, bounce Shigeki back to hand, do the little combo thing again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And hey, got a ton of lands here. And Xander's Lounge come into play tapped, and then these 3 go into the bin. And then what I'll do is pass the turn.
Okay.
Gala Greeters. Okay. You want to attack with Darling of the Masses?
No. I've been playing Galagreeters wrong. Put a 1/1 in Galagreeters every time. I can do that, but I also could have been getting a treasure token or gaining 2 life. I probably should have been doing the 2 life a couple of those times.
Actually, wait a minute. Okay. After draw step, return that to your hand, but then you discard it.
I would have. God dang it.
Let's go back in time and you attack with it. For 4. And I'll block with the beast. And then you get a 1/1. And then bounce it, discard it. You get a 1/1 citizen. And then I'll tap 1, 2, 3, 4,
I just
5,
can't see
6,
that card
7.
from Glare. I forgot about it.
And then 1, 2, 3. So I'll tap all but these 2 to channel this. I'm sorry, cycle that. And
this goes to
I
it.
keep
This goes to
forgetting
it. This gets a 1/1
leave
counter
that up.
because of that, correct?
Yeah, for a creature entering, yeah.
Right.
And
So here, we'll just use this as a creature.
okay. And then Herd Migration, make 5 more beasts. And then I'll attack you with 4 of those 5 beasts.
Okay.
And you want to block with your creatures.
I'm gonna block
One of them.
one of them to take 9 damage, right?
Yep, 9, so you go to 12.
Okay.
And that is it. Pass. Got 5 beasts.
I'll tap 2 and play Ledger Shredder.
Okay, I'll tap a white. Leyline Binding. The Ledger Shredder. I have 5 3/3 beasts left to a block. So I would not attack.
Oh no, so it never even hit the field?
It did hit the field, so gain 2 life
Yeah.
or
2 life.
alright, and is that it for your turn?
Yeah, of course. Team up, I have no stinking cards in hand.
Untap, draw, flip, Kami War, into Okagachi made manifest, but it's not going to really matter because I will attack you with 9 beasts.
Good game.
Good game.
I got him to 4. Started top decking, and oh well.
Oh well. All right.
Good games.
On to the outro. Good games. All right. So, Domain Deck did some stuff.
I'm not happy.
I'm happy. I got to see my favorite.
You know,
well, okay, not favorite, but most powerful deck. I can now officially say
that
pop off.
deck is ridiculous.
Insane.
Now,
It's awesome.
you didn't get to see any of them. I did have a couple of counter spells that I was never able to get out, but you
But
saw
were they
how
going
many.
to do anything?
I don't know if they would have, anyways. He had so many mana and so many
I
ways
had
to
so
use
much
mana.
stuff.
I got a lot of stuff out. You could see that Citizen deck really had some opportunities.
It had
You know what-
it got close to killing me both games, but to be fair, in that first game, I mean, in both games, I could have gained life to be in a better position to where I wouldn't have to worry as much about my life total. But still,
that
you
second
still
game,
got
I got him
close.
down to 4. If I won that game, I was going to Vegas. I was like, going to Vegas, because beating that
But no.
was like, there's no way.
couldn't have happened.
I'm going to say right now, though,
Impossible.
you want to really have fun, I really think you'd have fun out there. Do an elf deck, do a citizen deck against each other. Lots of creatures, lots of 1/1s, lots of fun stuff. Not a ton of removal,
Lots of
just have
annoying
fun.
craziness.
Yeah, sometimes all this removal is just like, So,
But sadly, that's just the way Standard is
Yeah.
right now. Lots of removal, lots of ways to deal with the fun stuff. I mean, it's the
But-
way it is.
yep.
But
it
hey,
was
those
fun.
those games were insane. Domain Deck went 2-0. I'm excited about that. I'm surprised that it did as well as it did. I mean, I knew it was going to do well, but not that well.
And,
So,
and honestly,
yeah.
behind the scenes, wouldn't necessarily been the first choice in the Citizen deck to play the Domain deck. I mean, I think the
Well,
Citizen deck
it
would
still
be...
did some work.
It did okay, but it just wasn't...
Wasn't the best.
Well, the card drawing wasn't set up for stuff, so... But we want to do a deck that you haven't seen, and I didn't want to
Something
replay
unique.
an elf deck. Something kind of unique that maybe not a lot of people play. You could... And there's some more... Now, you go to Modern Citizen... Teen Wolf, what's the card I want to put in there?
Prosperous Innkeeper.
Look up Prosperous Innkeeper. I'm going to put 4 copies of that in there.
You should know what it is if you were around when D&D came
Yeah.
out. It was... Well, it is. It's a good card.
So
So
make
with
a modern
that-
Citizen deck would be good too. And
Yeah. And so Domain Deck won those games. I thought they were longer, but hey, it's a control deck. It's going to take a little longer for the games to happen. But with that,
he'd let me
we
run
hope-
out there, get a lead, get all excited, and then just yanking it back. It's like every time I thought I might have a chance, he'd just like wipe out my board.
to be fair, that's a control deck.
It's an annoying deck.
No. Anyways, so with that, we hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for
And we're
watching.
outdoors again, and now this is our backyard.
Yeah, this is our backyard. So we hope that you all enjoyed this video and this gameplay. And yeah, please consider subscribing. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.